All right. Well, these things are sensitive. Holy
Oh,
smokes!
yeah.
You guys want to step in and announce with us?
Wow.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to round four.
4, yes.
Four. That's kind of crazy starting the weekend on an even number when we're used to doing it odd number first. But yeah, round number 4 of the 2023 Great American Short Course Series. In I've heard me say it before, where it's on the edge of Victorville, California, the northern edge, looking out over the desert mountains, and we're underway right now for qualifying in the. This is the Junior 1s, I believe. That's what we have out there. A.M. Ortega Junior 1 carts. Yeah, me either. So we're nope. I can hear him great.
I can hear you great, too. And it's like, do we have to hear ourselves talk?
Yeah.
But looks like we got a little qualifying going on right now for tomorrow. Of course, they qualified yesterday for today's races.
Which is coming up after qualifying for tomorrow.
That's right.
You get that now?
Yes. I think, yes.
Yeah. So some of the drivers out there in the A.M. Ortega Junior 1 carts, we got Ian Torfey with Brixton Wirt, Samuel Gibbs, Michael Scafuto, as well as Penelope Scafuto, Caden Greinke, Cooper McKellen, and Lily Shipley Hayes. That are the 8 drivers out there in the A.M. Ortega Junior 1 carts.
It's very cool. I've noticed this last couple rounds. Greinke, of course, Steve Greinke, one of our former Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Pro Buggy champions. And great to see the torch has been passed to a younger generation of Greinkes.
Yeah, they changed the track up considerably since the last time we were here at the San Bernardino County Fairgrounds.
Yeah, you're right, because, of course, these are the modified course that we're watching now, but you're right, Scott. Instead of making that turnaround, they go straight onto the other side.
Yeah, you see some of the safety trucks up on top of these big tabletops. It was about a month ago, I want to say, that they had the fairgrounds had a monster truck show or something out here, and that's what that's from. So they won't be using that. But like you said, looking straight out across the track, way off into the back section, instead of doing that left-hander loop like the carts are doing now, the bigger vehicles will be going straight, following that fence all along the backstretch, making this track actually considerably longer than normal.
Quarter mile, would you say, longer, roughly?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah. And in some of the corners, the final turn right here, you got, I won't call them fingers, kind of like just enough of a bump to upset the suspension coming out of the corner, which could prove interesting for some of the faster vehicles. And the same thing in turn 1, going through the corner, some bumps like that. I wouldn't call them whoops, I wouldn't call them jumps, but just enough to upset the suspension to kind of make it tricky to make the turns.
Yeah, and you can see if you take that wide line, you can just kind of miss that finger, but it's not going to be the quick way around. So you have to do it. But the 2 fingers there, boy, that really is going to add a little bit of interesting action on the final turn to that checkered flag. Well, white flag's out right now here for qualifying for A.M. Ortega Junior 1s.
Still waiting for some of the lap times to be registered so we can let you know what's going on in that area. But, no, this is going to be kind of cool, night racing. We didn't bring that up for the first time in 2023. Did we have one night race last year?
Yes.
I think we had one,
yes.
Changed everything.
Yes.
Changed everything at night.
Well, I mean, the shadows. I mean, I know I saw Lee was doing a lot of adjustments to the lights to get it lit, just perfect. But you're going to have areas where are going to be shadows. And hopefully you remember that section of the track, and you're able to still charge through it. But it's a whole other feel when the sun goes down, the lights come on. I think the crowd has a little bit more energy. It's going to be a nice, cool night. We should look like we're going to get in pretty full grandstands right now.
As a checkered flag is coming out. As they cross the line, Ian Torfey comes across the line, Brixton Wirt a moment ago. Again, we got Samuel Gibbs, Michael Scafuto, Penelope Scafuto all on the track. Caden Greinke, Cooper McClellan, and Lily Shapley Hayes. As they all come across the line, there's Michael Scafuto. And the 223 right behind him, Caden Greinke.
And, of course, I do believe their dad, I should say, is going to be racing in Pro Buggy.
There's a great aerial shot of the racetrack just outside of turn 1. and you can see right there where it's real dark. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Right there, the last car's going by. They would normally turn left right there and come back into the racing site. That's not a drone. I don't know where that camera's at, but it's definitely not a.
Oh, that's a drone.
Is it a drone?
Yeah.
That's a pretty damn
Yeah.
steady drone.
Yeah, especially you can see the flags blowing right now. You're right. I
Wow.
didn't even think about that. Pretty amazing.
I thought it was like at the top of a light pole or something right behind us, but
Yeah, I think it's one of those DJI Pros that have all that GBS and stabilizers and all that fun stuff.
XYZ.
Yeah, that. Well, a little overcast day. We got a slight breeze. Temperatures right now, and the low 80s. It's not too bad with the breeze, but I know tonight it's going to cool down, and we're going to be some interesting. It looks like the inversion is 4 on that one, Scott. So they're going to go ahead and get it down. I don't know if you got the 10-minute qualifying on it.
No, I'm still waiting for them to
get our sheets.
work on it. Yeah,
our timing
screen.
Now, there's interesting. I know that Bergenson's Heating and Air and Toyota of Redlands have made a deal where when they draw some of the classes, now whatever that is pulled on the draw, whoever finishes that position in the race is going to get the money.
I just pulled 3.
You just pulled a 3,
I just pulled a 3
and you're going to be. So if you get third
in qualifying,
in the race,
third in the race,
you will get some money. Kind of an interesting the Bergesons came up with.
Just to get a couple $100, I'd sandbag.
You're like, wait a minute, I'm in the money. Let me drop back 3%.
Yeah.
But if you're on the championship run, do you really want to do that?
Well, if you pull 1,
Yeah, you got to pull a 1 and still win. And
bonus
get the money. Yeah, winner, chicken dinner, they say. Great shot of all the young drivers in the Brelon Ironworks Razor 170. I ran into them out at Mid-America Outdoors. They're doing a little racing out there, too. So I'm wondering, hopefully they'll make it for Visions. But they're competing here at Great American Short Course today. So great. And I know they're a Iron and Gate Company, the sponsors of this class.
I wonder if they do any work out there in Oklahoma. I need a new gate on our property.
Well, I'm sure they could build it and ship it there for you.
Horse theme. Well,
Horse
no. If they're going to race there, they can bring it there.
There you go. Save you on the shipping.
And then they can use my garage as their shop.
There you go.
Trade it out. Oh, yeah. I'm already wired for 220. I got the super crazy bright lights. No problem getting in the dark.
Tell them to bring you got a welder for them, or they got to bring their own?
They got to bring their own damn welder. No, I'm not a welder. I'm a gobber. If you got some chewing gum, spit it out, kind of rub it into where 2 pieces of metal come together. That's what my weld looks like.
Splatter welds.
So it looks like is that Gary Lane out there in our Honda Pace vehicle, Pace UTV? I want to say it is. But coming out now for qualifying over the Breland Ironworks Razor 170s. Some of the names out there will be Luke Vale, along with Triton Lawrence, Jake Hill, Lariat Lawrence, Brixton Wirt, Samuel Gibbs, Cassidy Walton, Ian Corona, and Brianna Walton. All behind the wheel of their respective race cars.
Let's see, Brixton Wirt there. He's been a favorite for sure. A good runner up front. Jake Hill's also been making some good runs this season also.
So is somebody having... Oh, I see. You know what? These kids are smart. I was wondering, okay, you got the Pace vehicle way out front, and the gap, and the kids right in front of us in front of the grandstands are just barely going walking speed. I'm like, okay, let's kind of speed up a little bit. You know what? They figured it out. Put a big old gap between me and the car in front of me.
I see what you're saying. Yep, that's actually nice to see young drivers and the parents and the spotters get together on that one, because we've talked about that so many times, Scott.
There's the green flag. Yep. Okay, green. Get ripping, guys. Yep.
And they get on the skinny pedal.
You know what? I'm surprised that Dad hasn't fabbed up something to attach a lawnmower blade underneath one of these things.
Hit
All right.
Hit the yard.
Yeah, if you got a 2-acre yard or bigger, put it on the and let them rip around the yard. Heck yeah, get some wheel time and the yard
There are
cut.
going to be little donuts, figure eights. Dad, look, I made a drawing in the grass.
Then you take your drone up and take a picture of it.
All right, now we're starting to see some qualifying.
There we go. Yep. Nobody's tripped the clock yet. When you see the 0.000, they have just crossed the line the first time, and the clock is now running. It'll actually score the second time around when they take that green flag.
Another great shot overhead of our drones, as usual, the I Believe Cam guys. All right, starting to see some times click off here. And it looks like Jake Hill right now, 2:49, white flag's out.
There we go. The current fast time right now is Luke Vale with a, let's see, fast time of 5:63.98.
Yeah, it looks like he just took that there. It looks like Lawrence right behind him. Wirt. And now Jake Hill in that fourth position.
Yeah, very, very tight in the top three for third and fourth. Triton Lawrence and Brixton Wirt.
Now Brixton, we've seen him on top of the box quite a few times in a couple classes he races.
Brixton's moved up to second quick with a 5.6.7. Luke Vale still got the top spot. As the white flag is waving, he's got the time to beat for everybody on the track is 5.6.398. As a checkered flag is coming out right now. Oh, still one more car. There we go. And let's see, Luke Vale will have to stand on the 5.6.398 as his quick time. Rest of the field coming through. Brixton Wirt, let's see where he stands. Currently second quick. Triton Lawrence will stand at fourth quick. Jake Hill will stand at, let's see, third quick with a 5.7.45. Still waiting for Brixton to cross the line.
Can he get it?
Nope, not quite. 5.6.732. That was scored on his second lap. Only one car of the entire group got faster as the qualifying session went on, and that was Jake Hill. His best lap time was on lap 3. Luke Vale, his best lap time was on lap 1. Interesting enough. Okay, let's see if I can figure this one out. Come on, there we go.
And it looks like the 111 making his way across now. That's going to be Ian Corona.
Let's see her.
All right, coming up will be the third qualifying class will be Junior 2 karts. We got a brand new kid in this one too, so very excited to see that. It's a 466. I'm not showing him on my sheet here, but I know they wrote him in on one of the stat sheets. I'm looking up right now, trying to get this. It's always great to see the kids come out, start to grow these classes.
Well, the drone pilots are hot on it again already this weekend, showing us great shots. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love seeing that's our staging area. And it sounds like the inversion was 2 on that one. So it looks like Wirt and Vale are going to go ahead and swap the spots there for the starting grid. So that means, I guess, with the money that they're talking about, let's give an example. If Vale pulled the 2 and he gets second in that race, he'll get some money. But, yeah, just a great shot there. You can see that Honda Talon 4-seater, who I understand has the most crew cab room than any other vehicle out there right now. And a big thanks to Honda. Riding red.
So coming out now for Junior 2s. I'm sorry. Yeah, Junior 2s to come up for their qualifying session. And here's, we got 12 cars coming out trackside. Mikey Childress, Chris Collinsworth, Brody Glaze, Jaden Manchester, Lake Adler, Kylie Collinsworth, Talon Pike, Haley Collinsworth, Luke Dawson, Ian Torfey, Mackenzie Montgomery, and Braden Bridgewater are the 12 drivers coming out here.
Getting messages through our window here.
Got race fans making sure that we're in the know. Did you know that?
Now I do.
All right.
I'm in the know.
You should be in the know.
I should be in the know.
You should be the know.
The know. Oh.
I'm the in-house don't know.
Don't know. We're the last to know.
The proverbial huh?
Huh? Wow, this is a pretty good size
You
cluster.
do realize that we have another event going on this upcoming week that we're both going to.
Big event.
Here's the deal. They're all setting up right now. Racers are showing up. They're setting up their pits. All that is going on. Vendors are showing up, setting up their setup. Hundreds and hundreds of race teams are showing up there, setting up their pit area. There's nothing going on tonight. So guess what they're going to be doing?
Watching the old Jumbotron, I hope, by the pool. by the lazy river.
Okay, which Jumbotron?
Well, I know there's multiple of that there.
There's green flag is out. Oh, did Mikey Chills kind of get caught? No, it wasn't Mikey. It's 431. That's Mackenzie Montgomery.
Yeah. Something's going on. She's not getting that thing moving very good. There she goes. But Scott, I mean, talk about a action-packed week. Oh my goodness.
There goes Mikey Childress. He's the first one to trip the timing loop at the start-finish line. There's definitely a difference between the Junior 1 karts and Junior 2s. Speed-wise, a little bit of power-wise, yeah. And it's still fairly warm in here. My glasses are fogging up, dude.
Yeah, definitely. And it's with this overcast, it's very bright too. So it's kind of hard to see some of the screens. You can see the action very clear out there.
So I'm going to actually go on a limb right now. If there's anybody at Mid-America Outdoors right now watching us, let us know who you are, where you're watching us from, in your pits, at Coconuts, at the pool, wherever. Let us know. We're looking forward to coming out and seeing everybody next week. And we're so happy to have you tuned in and watching us here tonight at the Great American Short Course event, round number 4 here in, where are we again?
Good old San Bernardino County Fairgrounds in Victorville.
Victorville.
They just got to have their big fair here you talked about, so very cool. They can see some of the stuff that they use for the Monster Cup or Monster Jumps and stuff. But Lee, perfect, and Great American Short Course crew came back out here and really just got it all just dialed in, opened up a new section of the course. Really loving it here.
And as they complete lap number 1, it looks like Lake Adler has fast time, 51.51. Jaden Manchester currently second quickly at 52.2. Mikey Childress, 53 flat. And Talon Pike, 53.07. White flag is out right now for our drivers. Mikey Childress goes across the line, and he's currently 4th quick. He dropped down 1 as Chris Collinsworth moved up the top. Brody Glaze jumped up into 2nd.
Ooh.
Man, he was not even in the top 10, and all of a sudden, boom, he's right there. Jaden Manchester moves into that 2nd spot.
Now, I understand a very cool thing that Brody Glaze and his dad are helping out, and I guess they talked him into it. And it looks like Bridgewater, the 466, they're a brand new driver. That's so awesome to see. Coming out here, first race ever.
And Lake Adler still has the top spot. His second lap is a little bit slower, but still maintains a 51.51 as his time to beat on the white flag lap. Man, Mikey back in that fifth spot in qualifying.
Not a place we're used to seeing
No.
Mikey Childress at all. He's been so dominant. And, right now it looks like he's struggling a little bit. The new track, trying to figure it out. And maybe
Looks like, yeah, he's
something
going
on the setup.
He's going to have to stand at 52.48, which currently is fifth quick. Jaden Manchester is still second quick with a 51.77. But no one's come anywhere near Lake Adler. And Adler will be your fast time. I believe that's his first time ever.
Yeah, I tell you
Quick
what.
time for Lake Adler, the 51.51. Congratulations to him.
A little Lightning Lake Adler.
And if recent history has anything to do with it, he'll be coming up here and telling us all about it.
That was definitely. He's such an awesome. He's a good little salesman for Off Road Warehouse.
Oh
I'll tell
boy,
you.
yeah. I think he's going to be Off Road Warehouse's version of the Walmart greeter.
There you go.
He'll be at the front door, welcoming you here to Off Road Warehouse. Well, how can I help you? And he'll take you right to the shelf you need to go to.
Yeah, you look like you need a new set of tires and rims.
So our top five in qualifying in Junior 2 cars at fifth spot, Kylie Collinsworth, Brody Glaze fourth, Chris Collinsworth, Jaden Manchester second, and Lake Adler, his first career fast qualifying time with a 51.51 for the Junior 2s here. This will be qualifying for round 5.
Yes,
so this will be for tomorrow, yeah.
And then we're looking like the pill's going to get picked right now. What do we got?
So what do we look at? Oh, 4. Well, so we'll put Brody Glaze and Chris Collinsworth up on the front row. Wait, is it 4 or 5? You guys are killing me.
4.
4? What does 5 mean?
And if that's the position that they finish,
Oh.
they get the money.
Okay.
Whoever finishes 5th will get the money.
Gotcha. Okay.
They're pulling two different, the regular pill and then the ping pong ball.
All right.
And you can see a limited buggy right there.
Looks like.
Desert buggy, and then we got some mini stocks.
Is he TikToking? Look at him. He's on his cell phone. Is he TikToking?
He's actually controlling the water truck out there right now. It's a new app. WaterMyTrack.com.
Uh-huh. All right, so what we're going to see next, it looks like it's going to be mini stocks.
Mini stocks. And it looks like we got Anthony Chusey, Robert Orr, Brent Ministra, and running it out, Justin Miller, 99. New driver. Great seeing those mini stocks recycle through multiple drivers over the last couple seasons.
So we got 4 mini stocks coming up. Now this is old school. Old
School.
really, yeah, Geritol old school.
But yet they're young. Some of them are young drivers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, most
Oh,
definitely.
heck yeah. In fact, so it sounds like we're being told Justin Miller has changed his name to Mrs. Miller, since we don't know her, we're unfamiliar with what her name is, and we apologize for that.
The
we'll
wife's
just go.
filling in.
Yeah, we'll just go with Mrs. Miller.
And that's one of the cool things. Is one of the rounds you're able to get an approved substitute driver, and I know we're going to have another one of those going.
Okay,
on.
if a wife is going to replace a husband as a driver of number for that particular race, you think Lee has got the cojones to say no? You can't.
I'm going to agree.
Am I right, Lee? Did you? Poppy, did you catch that? If the wife is going to be the replacement driver for the husband in any particular race, does Lee have the cojones to say, no, you can't do that? No? I didn't think so either. Poppy approved it. Lee didn't, but Poppy did.
Hey, as long as it's Poppy approved, we're all good with it.
Let's go racing, and Poppy approved it.
And if Lee knows what's good for him, if it's Poppy approved, it's good enough for him.
It looks like Lee just heard it, and he's just sitting there shaking his head.
Happy wife, happy life.
No. Happy wife, happy all of mankind.
All of mankind. There you go.
Janice
Miller.
Grandmother of 5.
Oh, wow.
Hot damn. Wow.
And
Grandma.
And a more, driver also.
Grandma Miller. Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
So I don't know if she lost the bet or won the bet.
I'm going to say she won the bet. Anytime you're in a race car, that's a win for me.
And I don't even think Poppy's got the cojones to say to a grandma, no, you can't.
Of 5.
When you're a grandma of 5, you win every contest.
Been there, done that, approved.
So we got, once again, the 15 of Robert Orr coming out there tripping that timing loop. Anthony Choozy's right behind him. I believe he's the current points leader. Brent Veenstra in the 70. And Grandma Miller out there in the 99.
Here she comes.
Come on, Grandma. Where, Grandma? There, she's coming into the picture.
She knows how to put the hammer down. Desert racer.
You remember another 99 that was a white number 99?
Here?
No.
And off-road?
Yeah.
Pro
Short
4?
course. No, not Pro 4. In this class. Actually, at the time, I think it was a stretch to call it a Pro Light, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what it is. All right.
It's not Grandma? We were told it was Grandma of 5.
I think so. That might be.
Other than the fact that you said she's faster. Per Lee.
Well, it hurt back, unfortunately.
No, it was LeDuc truck.
Oh, Kurt.
No, it was the first Pro Light ever in LeDuc's driving career, and it was basically a 7S.
When Kyle was first originally
Back in the court age.
Oh, yes, okay. Yeah, I was like trying to think. I was like, here? Because we had another 99. All right. Yeah, that's right.
Brian Deegan drove it.
Yep, I remember that now.
Valerie
LeDuc
drove it. If you wanted to beat yourself up, you could drive it. And green flag is out. We're underway. Robert Orr will be the first one to trip the timer. Anthony Choozy right behind him in the number 1, Brent Veenstra. And then Grandma Miller in the 99. Come on, Grandma. So all the trucks are on the track, and the timing is on. Whoa! I'm telling you, Robert Orr is on it right now.
And he just literally aired that thing out coming up and over that hump there.
He's using all, what would you say, there's 6 inches of travel in the front?
Yeah.
He used all 6.5 of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
But look at Anthony Choozy. He aired it out right behind him. Looking at Anthony's looking on a low line, coming around. Orr comes up, slams the door there. Now they're going to go off the fingers there, and you're right. Doesn't settle the track quite a bit there as they make them room.
Choozy should have a faster, yep, he does.
Yep.
105.7, quick time to a 106.4 for Robert Orr. So Choozy's got the faster lap time right now.
And, of course, we see the 70. Veenstra looks like a little more Krylon one on that number 70. Another recycled truck. Scott Johnson used to race that one with us for the years, and Veenstra stepped into it this last year. Very cool to see that, how it's moved. There's a great shot of Grandma there in the lower left-hand corner coming around the big sweeper. Grandma Miller.
Trying to remember what it would have been like to me being 7, 8, or 9 and having my grandma out there.
Freaking awesome.
Well, see, my grandma was like, I don't think she was 5 foot tall. You would have literally been like her driving one of the trophy carts. All you would have saw was the knuckles and the crown of her helmet. And, oh boy, looks like we have an issue right now with Brent Veenstra.
Oh, no. Off power.
Is that a flat tire? Yeah, flat tire,
yeah.
left front. So he'll have to stand on a 107.5 because lap 2 and 3 will not exist.
Let's see if he's going to bring it around or just kind of pull right off.
Oh, we totally missed it. My apologies for that, but it looks like Robert Orr retook fast time. How about this? 105.697 to a 105.7.
Wow, that is a close one, Scott.
3 1,000ths of a second separation between 1 and 2. Robert Orr now has the top spot.
And Choosy looked like he's trying to put that hammer down now to catch up as they use that up that 6.5 inches as travel. And he noticed.
Whoa! Choosy gets up on 2 wheels, saves it. But yeah, like you said, the shocks are probably 6 inches travel, but somehow he found that extra half inch and just smashing everything.
Oh, that's what it was.
And there we go. That left rear on Choosy's gone. It's disappeared and it's on its way down to the neighborhood.
Actually, it hit the light post,
And let's see, Robert Orr betters his time to a 105.487. His fastest lap time was on the final lap. So nice job by him. Choosy will have second quick with a 105.7. Veenstra, 107.51. And Grandma Miller, a 1.32.4. So she's out there having fun right now.
Here she comes. She's going to go ahead and get that time.
She had to have gotten better than a 132. And let's see.
I guarantee her lap time was better than Anthony Choosy's this last time around.
Yeah, because Anthony, clock is still running. Nice job by her. Congratulations. That's neat.
Yeah, absolutely incredible.
I remember my first time ever on the racetrack. Went out for qualifying. I came off the track, got in line to go back out again for my next lap, and I was shaking. I couldn't talk because I was shaking in my voice as well. I was one big stutter.
Adrenaline pumping through your body.
Oh, my gosh. My foot was shaking. I couldn't take it off the clutch. My other foot was shaking. Couldn't take it off the brake. I had a death grip on the steering wheel, white knuckles and all, and I asked the guy that was my crew chief, I asked for help.
It's intimidating, it's like it's one of the things. If you don't have butterflies and you're getting ready to go out there, you're doing something wrong.
Yeah, well.
We had adrenaline starts coursing through, and your arm starts shaking, you get arm pump, and you haven't even driven yet. You got such a death grip in the wheel, right?
Well, I had the former track champion in front of me, and the current points leader for that season behind me in qualifying, and they both passed me twice in one lap. And it was a 3rd mile oval. I was dirt track late models.
Fast guys.
I never said I was good. First off.
Fast guys.
Oh, my gosh. So we're getting ready now for limited buggy and 1,600 desert buggy qualifiers. We've got a total of 6 cars coming out. Richard Woods is coming out in a desert car. Oh, Kevin Streety's got competition for the first time in a long time.
Nice.
So Richard Woods is out there in the 1698 with Kevin Streety in the 1601, both desert cars. And then the unlimiteds from this point on, limiteds from this point on will be Carson Smith, Travis Howard, Matt Samodi, Sean Jones, Darren Sefton, and Jesus Sanchez.
And I'm hearing the word no invert for the mini stocks. So we're going to go ahead and just line them up how they finished in qualifying.
Oh, to have fun.
Yeah. Invert the whole field.
I would put Grandma up front just to mess with her.
You know what, Scott? I actually
mess with her.
Agree with you. I think that'd be kind of cool.
So it looks like we're getting the track cleared. Looks like Choosy got as far as the final turn right in front of the grandstands and going off on a hook. Welcome to round 4. Yeesh. What in the heck are you doing? So right now, that was a mini stock qualifying.
And it looks like we're going to go on to Limited Buggy, Desert Buggy, followed by the Weller Racing SR1s, which is always an entertaining class for sure.
Mod carts, production turbo, and production 1000 and youth 1000 UTVs, pro buggies. I don't know. Do I need to take a picture of you taking a picture?
I was trying to get a little love there.
Dave Arnold's playing.
That's right, just having a little fun here while we're doing a little track maintenance and clearing the track with that. And looks like we're going to go ahead and bring those Limited Buggies and Desert Buggies out. Old Glory and the Honda flag flying on the back of the Talon.
Well, I like to always call these the IROC of off-road. To go back quite a few years in reference, they're very, very equally prepped, very, very equally. I mean, you can only do so much to them. Limited suspension, limited on the motors. I think they run a restrictor plate too, don't they? I think.
Limited Buggies? No, I'm not sure, but I don't think they do.
All right, I'm going off of the Midwest rulebook.
Yeah, I think it's just regular 16 port motors, Volkswagen, 1600 cc's, beam front ends.
Some of the most evenly matched race cars on the off-road short course circuit.
That I would agree. And I think you're right when you say like an IROC class, because there's really no way to get much more out of these things. I mean, the 1600 cc's is 1600 cc's.
It's got to be a kick too, because your butt's only about what, 6 inches off the ground.
I think this is the true class saying, driven by the seat of your pants, you feel everything.
Oh,
yeah. Every bump, every dip, every rattle.
So once again, for the fans that are watching us back at home, thank you so much for tuning in. Let us know where you're watching from, who your favorite driver is. If you have any questions for Dave or myself, we'll do our best to answer them. And let us know where you're watching from, the pool, the campsite, as qualifying is underway. And the first car to trip the timing loop is Carson Smith. Travis Howard second across the line, with Matt Simodi.
So Travis Howard's been real quick there quite a bit. We see him on the podium. Also Carson Smith. Those are the guys that really keep an eye on for sure. They're going to be battling for the championship with the points, but we're only in round 4. Kind of that halfway point now.
And Jesus Sanchez is relatively new.
Yeah.
I think this is only the second time, I believe, yeah.
Or third race, second time at the track.
Yeah.
He joined us at Glen Helen for 2 rounds.
But I remember talking to him there and talk about, I know Southern California is not familiar with this term, but the deer in the headlights.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had that expression on him all weekend long at Glen Helen and was having a blast.
I mean, this is just, get into this, the bucket list. Oh, look at them just hang this one out. That was pretty awesome to see him sweeping around there, kind of drifting around the corner.
So Carson Smith is our current fast qualifier with a 101.54. Travis Howard second quick with a 102.4. 104.1 is Matt Simodi, and 106.5 is Sean Smith. There's Sean Jones, I'm sorry. But Carson still has the top spot. Travis Howard. Jesus Sanchez, how about that? Third quick.
Awesome. He's
Damn!
starting to figure it out. Oh, looks like Kevin Streety had a little issue there. Spun out there in the 1601, coming around the final sweeper in the left. And oh! Drone catching our car, getting sideways, goes off track. Drone's getting right down into it.
So it's Kevin Streety, our first car in the Desert Buggy to cross the line. He will have a 125.77. I'm not sure. Let's see. And Richard Woods actually come out onto the track for qualifying. But Carson Smith still has the top spot. Travis Howard second. Jesus Sanchez third quick. Let's see if he's moved up. No, a little bit slower this time by. So Carson Smith is our top spot right now, taking the checkered flag. Travis Howard, second quick. Matt Simodi, third quick. Sean Jones in that fourth spot, let's see. And Jesus Sanchez, let's see. Actually, Jesus Sanchez will be fourth quick. Let's see what he's got for his final lap. Here he comes out of the final corner. See what Jesus has. And he's well off the pace. This is definitely not going to be a good lap for him. So a tough break for Jesus Sanchez. Now last lap, he'll come across, and I think he'll be actually fourth quick. Yep, he'll be fourth quick.
Well, not too shabby, though, Scott. I got to say, man. Third time racing, and he's in third place.
And actually, he's fourth quick in qualifying, but for a while there, he was second quick. So his lap times, the final two laps, were well off the pace. So I think he's got some sort of mechanical issues right now. But definitely, he's showing some speed.
Yeah, definitely.
He's working it a little bit, and we'll see if we can get him to get it all in one piece. So I'll take care of our limited buggy 1600 Desert car qualifying effort. Getting ready now for our next class. Let's see which is coming up. And that'll be the Weller Racing SR1 UTVs. Anyone? Oh. Well, you see some of the side-by-sides, some of the mod carts in staging.
So I see the Weller SR1s there. Corey Weller, Paul O'Brien, Anthony Ochoa, Larry Hayes, Sammy Nino, and it looks like we've got also Robert Gutierrez. Robert's a new guy that's got, I guess he got a couple SR1s, and he's out there, wanting to get this class going again. It's great to see that we have 6 cars out there.
The power to weight ratio of an SR1 is
Insane.
Yeah, in a short wheelbase like that, I can't imagine driving it with the back of the car wanting to chase you around the front all the time.
Like a Pro 2.
Ugh.
Power to weight ratio, that's right. Well, getting the last minute water on the track here. It's a little light breeze. It's been, it's a good constant 10 mile an hour wind to 15.
Just barely enough to get the flag to stand up.
Yep, enough to pull out moisture out of the track, though. And it's kind of warm. You do feel a little moisture in the air. It's kind of that, not quite that Midwest muggy heat, but for California, it is a little muggy.
Yeah. Mod carts qualifying coming up next after the SR1s.
2 incredibly entertaining classes back to back.
Oh boy.
And looks like we're going to be running 10 sessions for qualifying. So we've got 3 more after this. Like Scott just said, the mod carts, followed by Production Turbo UTV, Production 1000, Youth 1000, Pro Buggy, and then the Pro Light Mini Open and Pro 2 qualifying.
And there's, 2 more sessions where they're combined classes?
Yes.
In one session, yeah.
I know there's a lot going on right now with Visions coming up this week. Some drivers heading back, and also we got Anago going on with their Pro Series.
Rounds 1 going on right now as we speak. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, so probably the Pro 2s and Pro 4s are getting ready to run.
Yeah, I believe so.
Who to what? Oh. Oh.
Perfect.
Have lunch whenever that 6 o'clock.
We break at 5 and the opening ceremonies at 6.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Whatever break.
They're going to come up, test it, and then be ready.
All right, looks like the water truck's pulling off, Scott. Looks like we've got our Pace UTV, and well, it's not Gary driving.
No?
We got George Hamill in the house here, the Dirt Life.
You hanging out or bugging out?
Why don't you hang out a little bit and want to turn this up a little bit for George on one right there, the one far left.
Okay, let's see. How far do I got to go?
All right, let's see. Let's have him talk real quick.
What's up, guys? How are you guys doing?
Hey, George. Yep.
Hey, there you go, George. How you
Hey.
doing, buddy?
George, talk. You said that in the same sentence. I'm like, well, duh.
Dude, it's so rad to see the short course stuff in California. I haven't seen it in a little while, man. I'm pumped.
And you can see that the new add-on to the back of the track there, so it adds a little bit length to it.
Yeah, I saw that, and I went over there on the mini bike. Dude, it looks like it's going to be a good passing zone, especially in this SR1 class, because it looks like people can dive bomb on the inside left portion of it.
And for you, a UTV guy, I know pretty much you love seeing the SR1s as well as the other classes, but I think UTVs are a little close to your heart.
Yeah, dude, totally. Well, I've always loved the SR1s, right? Like, that's one of the classes that got me into it. What was it, 2014, 2015? Yeah. Like, the heyday of when all those SR1s. Dude, how many SR1s did we have? Like, Ryan Beat, like Corey Weller, everybody.
15, 16 on the track at any time. Yeah, it was incredible.
Dude, it was super cool, man. And it's just cool to see everybody still out here doing it. Like, Paul O'Brien's out here. Obviously, Corey, we did a little overview of her car, man. They've come so far.
And then the new guy, Robert Gutierrez, has gotten into this now. And
yeah, I'm not familiar with Robert.
Yeah.
He's a badass?
Well, he's doing really fast. I guess he's got a couple cars now, and he's been putting some time in. Weller's, helping him out and getting him going on that.
Scott, when they do the work, they get faster, right?
Well, here's the thing. Of all classes so far that have qualified, these guys are not putting that gap between each other. As fast as they are, you think that's what you'd want in this class. It's like fade back, fade back, fade back.
And we saw the kids do it earlier. Come on, you think the kids are smarter than the SR1 drivers? Come on.
What did they say? Racers race?
Yeah.
You get a chance to get on the track and you just want to battle with your buddies?
I don't care about the time. I see that guy, I'm going to catch him in front of me.
I remember when we first started racing UTVs, it was the exact same. I'm like, oh, there's my friend. I'm going to go battle.
I'm gonna go give him a little bump.
Yeah, I was going to say, but you tapped them on the hind end right before you passed them.
You're just like, hey, what's up? Give him a little wave as you go by.
Hey, so I was also looking at the track, and I posted on the Dirt Life short story page or story on Instagram. It's like chocolate cake out there. Like these guys actually look like they got quite a bit of traction because these two-wheel drive SR1s, they are not easy to drive.
The only thing I see of him online is everything he eats.
And of course,
Always
chocolate
eating.
cake.
Yeah, and then you had to reference chocolate cake.
Hey,
If
that
you
does
fi-
sound pretty good.
Do they make a taco chocolate cake is what I want to know.
Yeah, they probably do. Choco Taco got banned though.
Yeah, I
didn't
know, it
He'll-
did. Yeah, the old Choco Taco.
So how's things been going this weekend since I just showed up?
Oh, it's good. You know, the qualifying's been pretty good. Like you said, Calvin's done a great job getting the track in shape. I know Lee's been out here all week getting it underway, and the drivers said they had a blast on it. And that's what, they qualified yesterday for tonight's race.
Yeah, so I saw that qualifying thing. You know what else I was going to say too about the track is it's not really like a straightaway, and I'd use that in air quotes, right? Because
Yeah.
you're always loading one side of the car. Like even when you come down this first straightaway right here in front of us, down the, I don't know what you want to call it, like a Daytona turn almost, because you're always leaning the car.
Yeah, and especially coming off these fingers and it settles them. They've already got a little bit of that outside lean to the right and the passenger side, let's call it, the right side of the car. So you can see right there, they're already setting up for that final turn. So they never really get that car straight other than trying to get it to step out a little bit more for the next turn.
Has anybody figured out any of these like secret lines? I see right in front of us here. I don't know what's on the live screen right now, but there's some of the little fingers, like you were saying here, on the outside. They're really, really low,
Yeah.
so you could get way more speed. Has any of these any of the drivers figured out to try to take these lanes? Because it looks like most people are like single tracking it.
Yeah, and I think you're right. Nobody's really got into it. If you stay a little bit wider and keep that power slide, it's almost two flat spots compared to those fingers.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see how it progresses, man. I'm pumped to see this short course stuff, dude.
Yeah, it's really great, and also being part of the America Outdoor Events and Mid-America Outdoors family now.
Yep.
And short course has a bright future coming up.
So we actually have one of the guys from MAO out here. Brian Atkinson made the trip out from Oklahoma and Texas. Come out, hang out, see how you guys are doing it. It's really cool.
Brian's
see
here?
everybody.
Where's he hanging out
Yeah,
at?
he's gonna come in here in just a little bit, man. So he,
Really?
yeah, he's gonna show his face, talk to you guys, tell you guys what's going on.
Well, here's the deal, guys. As the checkered flag is waving, right now, Corey Weller, imagine that, has quick time on lap number 1 with a 58.64. Paul O'Brien second quick on the final lap, his best lap with a 59 flat. Third quick, Sammy Nino with a 60.5. Wow, how about this?
you
Yeah,
just
Larry
changed up.
Hayes. Larry Hayes just jumped up into the top 3. Sammy Nino falls back to 4th with 60.50. And Anthony Ochoa, 60.53 is 5th quick. And Gutierrez, a 61 flat. So some pretty tight qualifying times there.
Man, that is really tight.
Yes, it's very good, and it's a good program. And that's pretty cool that Brian gets to see what's going on here on the West Coast. And, of course, Lee Perfect and Poppy, they've been around since the core
God.
days, so they've been through all the, iterations of short course, and it seems like we've got it figured out.
It really does,
Yeah.
man. And I like the fact that there's a lot of possibility for growth.
Oh, yes, definitely. And I want to, see these programs go really well. And, of course, next week we've got short course going on in the Midwest.
Yeah, so you're supposed to go out there, aren't you?
Yeah, Scott's leaving, I think, tomorrow night, and I'm on the flight Monday morning. I'll be manning the speed sport desk. Scott's going to be calling a lot of the action on the tracks going on with him and Matt. So it should
Matt
be a good
Edmondson?
time. Yep.
Dude, that's going to be fun for you guys, man. And I heard that a lot of people really stoked to get out there.
Well, here's the thing. You've got all kinds of racing.
Yeah.
There's even two-wheel racing. You got the pit bikes running for their championship. Then you've got
Wait a second.
all
Pit
up pit bike. Haven't you heard what the season? There's a
Oh,
season.
Dude.
There's a season.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to say is there 6 races?
Yeah, 6 races, 50 grand up for.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Way.
Hey.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's the purse for
RB Jeeps.
RC cars.
Oh, RC cars.
I
too.
don't know that last year the purse was 50 grand, I think.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And then the Barbie Jeep's got like a
Oh.
big.
All right, I'm going to
price.
make it public. If I can get there in time Monday morning, I found myself a Barbie Jeep tank.
no way.
tank with the gun that sticks out, and, the turret, the whole 9 yards, man.
Dude, I kind of want to get a plane flight just to see that.
I don't know if I want to see, after watching the last Barbie Jeep.
I didn't tell
having
my wife.
Having a long, prolonged item on the front of a Jeep, going
saw
down a
that.
hill, and you fly up in the air and you land in a pond. I'm just saying,
Oh, I'm bailing.
that turret.
Oh, there's no doubt. I'm bailing halfway down. Hell yeah.
It was, but it was
Do you
just
not?
incredible.
Okay, you know my relationship with half the people there at MAO. Do you not think as soon as I take off coming down that hill that every garden hose, fire hose,
Yeah.
and fire
on
hydrant's
'em.
not going off?
It's gonna be just straight pointed at you the whole time.
I'm gonna be tearing off my goggles the whole way down.
But don't we have like a pro rodeo going on?
That's what, dude. Bullfighting as well.
And bullfighting.
Oh, and then you're gonna like this. Last year during the bullfighting, at the last minute, Jason decided, you know what? I'll put a $100 bill out there.
Oh.
They attached it to the bull's horn.
Yep.
I think it was the horn or his tail. I think it was his horn. And then they got volunteers to go out there for a $100 bill. And there's
Hard
like
pass.
I'll pass.
there's like 6 guys were out there, and one was going for it. He was going for it. He got lofted up into the fence. He came back, got lofted up again, and Jason would, but yeah, they got bullfighting, bull riding, the actual rodeo.
Put $1 million on the bull, and I might go try and get it. Yeah.
I was risking it for the biscuit for 100
For $1, I know.
I'd pay $100 to watch that.
What was the juice worth to squeeze? Is the question.
But have you seen the landing ramp that they built for Travis? And all his,
yeah, it's
I think
insane.
it's got to be the world's largest pillow.
Yeah.
It's massive.
It,
And then a good friend of mine, Mark Gomez, the jet skier, is going to be out there doing backflips and the freestyle stuff there. So there's like all kinds of cool stuff.
did you happen to see the catapult?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
I saw that today. Some of my friends from the media crew were out
Oh,
there.
shut the front door.
No.
So the media, like
Cruz.
Cruz.
He was the test monkey.
Why am I shocked that it was Cruz?
Any chance he has to take his shirt off, he'll do it.
So I saw, yeah, exactly. So I saw Pastrana do it before Cruz, and Pastrana was like, he's gymnastically talented, right? Cruz, not so much. He was just like a flailing lizard.
I watched him in the Barbie Jeeps, and it did look like a lizard riding a Barbie Jeep.
All right, so what do we got going on? UTV's coming up?
Yeah, this is, I do believe,
Mod
we've got
carts.
mod carts.
Mod carts.
And then production turbo and 1000, and looks like the Youth
Hey,
1000.
so give me a little bit of a lay of the land then. It's like, what am I expecting here with the UTVs? Because I had heard a couple stories in the pits that some of these guys in the RS1s, like George Lamosis and all these guys, are really tearing it up these days.
Oh, yeah, George, I mean, he's always been so great. And, I mean, Connor Berry has really been coming into his own in the Production 1000. Fortunately, he's not going to be here. He's got a fill-in driver, Chaden Zane Mender, who's going to be awesome to watch because Chaden's a very talented, driver and a proven driver. But, yeah, George Lamosis has been so fast. We've watched him in several of the smaller classes moving up through the years. But, Mod Carts, though, still has a very special place in my heart.
I'm telling you right now, get your butt in one of these carts, and you can find one that'll fit you. And I'm telling you, the G-forces from side to side and back in your seat, you're going to be grunting and groaning, and you're going to be through the turn, almost like you're a passenger in a fighter pilot.
I would love to drive a mod cart. So I was actually talking with one of our buddies, Jeremy McGrath, the other day, and he was telling me, he's like, there was one time I got to drive a mod cart, and then he like turned it into a cart for his girls.
Yeah.
He's like, that thing was insane. He's like, it's one of the closest things you can get to a Pro 2.
Yeah, he was. I remember Nestor was built that adult version. It actually had a door you could open up. You didn't.
Maybe that's the one he drove.
Yeah, and that's the one that Jeremy drove. And then I know that the girls both had their carts too. But yeah, I remember Jeremy telling me the same story, and he goes, "Dude, if you drove one," I said, "Dude, I won't fit in one." He goes, "Well,
I would love to."
And I'm like, "Well, dude, the one I had a door. It was awesome because I couldn't fit in it. I'm a little guy."
Right, it looks like a limo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look insane, but they teach the kids so much about driving.
Yeah.
Well, here's our lineup real quick. 7 cars on the track. Getting ready to take the green flag. We got Dane Culver, I believe might be the first one out there. Ashton Williams, Travis Jones. Lake Adler's out there once again. We'll see what he can do in the mod cart. Chase Berry, Luke Berry, and Haley Berry.
Which one is the camera on screen? The bottom left?
The left one is going to be our final turn coming around right here.
On screen.
Right here is that one here. Is the final turn is our lower left. On the top right would be ahead a head-on shot. So we got a wide shot and a tight shot, and then the straightaway camera, and then our overhead.
So they're all basically right in front of us right now.
Yeah.
Upper left, coming out of the front, actually the front straightaway. Lower left, final corner coming to the straightaway, and upper right would be turn 1.
Which they just changed on us.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I was just looking at that drone shot. So
Sick.
I want to throw a shout out though, my buddy Jake Ubetta, former UTV racer.
Yeah, I remember
man,
Jake.
those drones.
Is he with the I Believe Cam guys down
Yeah,
there?
that's
Oh,
it. That's his
I
company.
didn't know that was.
So you better believe.
Yeah.
Get it? Yeah.
Why did I not think
Yeah.
of that? I remember Jake very well. That's right.
Jake's a boss with these drones, man. He could fly those things through those little tiny like spaces and like Mach 10 or
Is he the
whatever.
guy that flew through the window? At
Yeah,
Ham-
he does all that stuff. Yeah.
That's sick.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
And he's got goggles on and he's following this.
So hey, if you don't want to race UTV anymore, you want like drones better. Hey, call Jacob.
It gets you that feeling there, that's for sure.
Just looking at these cars going around the track, like some of those don't do it quite justice. I see some of these guys passing in front of us. These kids are ripping.
Oh, yes.
Look at that, throwing it into that first turn. You see that?
I mean, they're hitting 60-plus miles an hour through these, through these sections here.
And we talk about it often. We talk about it often enough where probably one of the best iRacers in the world, Mitchell DeYoung, was clocked at 91 miles an hour
Yeah.
through the desert up at Bristol.
Johnson Valley.
No, right up the road here.
Oh,
Barstow.
Barstow.
I'm
Okay.
in NASCAR mode,
Yeah.
Bristol. Jeez.
How old are most of these kids?
Oh, hey, I got to call a friend of mine from Australia. Mr. Robert Warren's checking
Oh,
in.
Dexter's dad. What's
Yeah,
up, Robert?
Dexter with the mighty mullet. Yep, white flag is out. Currently fast time is 5:09:44 by Dane Culver. Ashton Williams second quick. Luke Berry third quick. Oh, Ashton Williams moves up to second.
Yeah, Ashton Williams been really fast there for sure. Dane Culver, though, man, I'll tell you, that kid is really coming to his own. Luke Berry.
Is that like the perfect race car driver name? Dane. You're going to be fast.
Going to be fast.
Right out of the diaper, you're going to be fast.
Look at the setup from those drone shots that those kids are doing. Like they're setting up so far down the course.
It really gives a way to see how they're setting these cars up for each turn is what he's talking about. That's what's really cool about it. They're backing it in like a Pro 2.
Yeah, absolutely. But they're like it's like a slow, methodical
Yeah.
back end, right? Like, have you ever seen in like MotoGP when they're sliding
Yes.
calculated? It almost looks like that in a mud cart.
Yeah, and still you're going, how does he do that?
And they're kids, right? How old?
Yeah.
Are they?
Up to 16 years old in this class. And they've had, 13 to 16s are, the usual age there.
Dude, they have that much car control, and they haven't even got their driver's license.
Remember when Johnny Holcher was driving
Oh,
these things?
yes.
And he was still 6 foot plus. Probably
Really?
6'2", 6'3", yeah.
There
Yeah.
we go. I could fit in there. Let me know what car that is.
Yeah, I know. But they did do a lot of modifications to that car.
Hey, as our field is crossed the line, taking that checkered flag in mod card qualifying, Robert Warren checks in once and goes, hey guys, Dexter and I are checked in watching the kids.
Awesome.
So I got a question for you, Rob. When's the next time you're coming back to the States and how long you're going to stay? I know you guys are like on one crazy adventure after another with your entire family, but when are you coming back to the States, man?
Well, then real quick, George, just wanted to ask you, the Dirt Life.
Yeah.
How do everybody find you, check it out? Because you talk about off-road, you talk about the racing world.
Yeah, I love to talk about all the. We do little race recaps sometimes. We get to talk with people like you guys and just have fun with it. Like,
You know what I heard in all that? I love to talk.
Yes.
That's-
well,
Well, we're in the wrong job if you don't.
you know what's funny is when I'm at home, I just shut my mouth. But yeah, like at the Dirt Life Show on Instagram. So appreciate it, man. I'm gonna go get Brian Atkinson.
Yeah,
MAO.
yeah. I'd love to talk to him a little bit here before we get into racing and our break and all that. But George, appreciate you coming on up
Yeah.
and check out his show. And
Anytime,
very-
all the time.
Very informative.
Well, I'll come back up here and hang
Yeah.
out with you guys.
Absolutely.
When they start the races too.
I've got no problem stepping
Yeah.
aside. I don't
Yeah,
always
we
have to
both,
talk.
Brian.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Watch some UTV stuff. I'll be right back.
you got it, brother.
So once again, getting ready for our next qualifying session, which will be production turbo UTV. Dane Culver is our fast qualifier with Ashton Williams second quick as the screens just flipped on me. So let's see, what do we got for an inversion?
We're checking on it now.
0? Fist 1.
Oh,
Fist. Zero.
Zero.
Zero inversion.
Zero.
Oh, that falls right into Dane's. If any class needs to be inverted, it's definitely that one.
They're so close.
Dude, are you lost? I provided my umbrella for him last weekend,
Yeah.
or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
It was so hot on top of the summit. These poor guys.
I'm still feeling from that weekend.
Really?
Oh, was that when we were just 2 weeks ago? Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Oh, on top of the summit.
Oh,
him and Mark from USAC
Oh,
were
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
And they kind of just traded the umbrella back and forth. It was so,
It
and
was-
the sun was on their back.
And it was nice underneath the tent down there. We had a little shade. Yeah, definitely. It's a warm sun out there, that's for sure. It's going to be warm this week, too, I see.
So here's our lineup for Production Turbo UTV, Production 1000, and Youth 1000. 3 classes dumped into one qualifying session. And let's see, George Lamoses is out there in production. Connor Berry, who's being replaced by
Jaden Zanebender.
Jaden Zender in the 902. He's in Production 1000. Another Chad Williams is in Production 1000. Dominique Benitez in 1000. James Johnson in 1000. Michael Bernstein. And Jonah Bishop, Cody Hodgson, all in Production 1000. Jason Weller will be coming out in Production Turbo UTV. Oliver Golding and Chase Hill, all in Production Turbos. And then the lone Youth 1000 will be Nolan Bishop. So, you know what? If you're going to be a Youth 1000, might as well take on the bad boys.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know,
These are some
you're only as
classes.
good as the class above you.
And that's why I say race with people that are better than you. It's going to make you a better racer.
You know,
Simple.
how many times you see in the stick and ball sports, kids jump up one age bracket, I guess you'd say, and next thing you know, 2, 3, 4 years later, they're the studs in their respective age groups.
Yes, absolutely. Well, it looks like we got someone else real quick want a little word with us, Brian. And, of course, from Mid-America Outdoors. And
He's always smiling like
Yeah.
that. He's a constant
Big
smile.
smiler. I paid a lot for these teeth. So
Spoken like probably a real action sports guy. Probably knocked him out doing something fun, right?
yeah, actually I did. Yeah, baseball.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Stick and ball. Okay.
talking about second ball, there you go. So Ryan, out here checking out a little of the Great American Short Course Series. What's going on?
Jason Robinette out here. Just kind of come check it out. I have never been out here. I've actually been doing some West Coast racing for quite a while, 10 years. And never came out here and checked the Lucas Series when it was Lucas, and now with Lee. So yeah, he wants to. We were talking. He wants to send me out here next year and come just help wherever I can. And
Were you here for the drivers' meeting?
I was not. I just missed it.
Oh, you wanted to see somebody read somebody else the riot act. Lee did the job.
I heard he did a good job. Yeah, it's definitely
And Lee, he draws a line in the sand, and it stays. That's
and
as
then-
it should be. As
Yes.
it definitely should be.
But then he goes, "I'm sorry about that."
Yes. But he's not, you know, he'll talk to you like, you know, you're a person. That's what we like about it. And
Yeah.
it's one of the great things. And, we, you know, Lee brings a lot of experience coming from CORE, the original championship road racing. And then, of course, you know, he's been involved in racing his whole life. But, of course, with Lucas Oil Off-Road Racing Series, Lee brought in and started the Lucas Oil Regional Series. So now we got the Great American Short Course. So Lee and Poppy bring a wealth of experience to the sport.
This is my first time meeting Lee,
Yeah.
but I've heard nothing but good things about him.
Yeah.
And just from talking to him the last 20 minutes, he's seems like a great guy.
And that's a great thing. And what do you think of the racing? What do you think of the course out here?
Yeah, this is great. So I didn't know that he actually built this course out here for this. So that's awesome.
This used to be a circle track.
Yes.
Like I think a quarter mile or was it
Quarter.
a third mile?
I think it was the third mile. It was a short
Yeah.
course.
Okay. Yeah, no, this is great. I mean, track prep, everything's awesome. Just from what I've seen, everything's run really well. So this is great. This is happy to be a part of this.
So I just got a message again from the Warren boys down in Australia.
Down under.
Ah, the Aussies.
Yes.
Yeah, I asked him when they're coming back. He goes, next year. Plans to come back to a few races, also bringing another up-and-coming Aussie kid with us to have some fun. Then Dexter checks in and goes, woo! Love racing, missing the action. Lots of racing buddies out there. And Dexter goes, hey to Scott and Brian. To heck with Dave, but Scott and Brian.
Thanks, Dexter. I miss you too. I remember your first podium, but that's okay.
The mighty mullet, yeah.
Just bring lots of Vegemite for Scott.
No,
Yeah,
no.
they raced with us all last year too in Texas and up in Oklahoma.
Yeah, they did a lot of the stuff here in California and Arizona. They were doing
everywhere, huh?
Yeah, they were with Jimmy Owens, doing a lot of stuff with Jimmy, and And it's great to see. And we got some good qualifying going right now. Jason Weller, one of the Can-Am drivers out there, and you see him battling there with a Polaris.
It's actually my first time meeting the Wellers too.
Awesome people.
Yeah, I mean, I've known all about them. It's the first time actually talking to them. They're a couple of class act people for sure.
Now, they got a place at Lake of the Ozarks, and I said, now you got a place out there. That means you're close enough
That is not far.
to come play with us at Mid-America
Not
Outdoors.
far at all.
Yes. So just have a duplicate, Can-Ams delivered there and a few SR1s.
Yeah,
We'll introduce it.
if I lived at their house on the lake too, I'd have issues trying to pull me away from that. Racing or not, man, that's
Yeah, we won't tell Matt and Joey about the lake because that's
Oh.
they'll
Oh,
be
don't
there.
tell them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Joey, it was Dex that got him to actually yeah, it was Joey and gosh darn it, the other crazy mullet runs a Can-Am out in the desert. You know him?
Dustin Jones?
Yes.
Dustin, Dustin, yes.
Yeah. And they both took a big old fingerful of Vegemite and both
Oh,
almost.
I was
that's
gonna
right.
say-
I remember seeing
Oh.
that.
And that did not go over well, I'm assuming.
Oh, it's terrible. That stuff is terrible.
Well, speaking of Jason Weller, he's our top qualifier right now, and I know George was talking about George Lamosis. Well, George killing it in the Production 1000 class. So we look through there. So a turbo car up top, then a Production 1000. And then looks like Benitez there. We got him in the youth. So we got, we're qualifying with 3 different classes. So a little bit different than, you've seen probably the way they do it. But we run this very similar than we ran the other series. And this is their qualifying for tomorrow, which is different than we normally do, period. Because this is a night race tonight, which they qualified yesterday for.
That's what Lee was just telling me out there.
Yeah.
When I was telling him, I really enjoy looking at the different disciplines out here racing too. I'm always just eyes on side-by-sides. Seems like 24/7 now to see the trucks out here and
Is Weller
Oh.
is there yellow? Full course? No, white flag, but Weller's
Yes.
slowing, pulling off. And I'm seeing other cars are slowing, or are they not?
Looks like there's an issue, right?
Oh, no,
Yeah.
Weller's definitely slowing.
Yeah, he is.
He is a current fast qualifier in that class in production turbo, but he's definitely got problems.
I love to see mod carts grow in the Midwest too. I know they do. They did some of them, and I know the other series
It's a
there.
different. It's a different kind of
Well,
mod
they,
car.
Well, they got rid of them. They don't race them with the Champ Off-Road Series anymore.
No.
Right.
So I'd love to see.
It's a Crandon only standalone.
Yeah, and I'd love to see it come to Mid-America. I know there's a few of them out there, and I know Chris
there's
from
a
Mod
few out
Kits,
there.
Yeah,
They're willing to travel too. So
yeah,
it would be really cool to get them out there. See if we could squeeze them in the schedule or something.
yeah. Well,
I don't know. Look at that schedule. That's
well, then again, let me reevaluate my statement because I've
that's-
been there with them. Yeah, there's a lot of racing going on.
Brian, shut up. Shut up. I think was it 15 or 17 UTV classes, then throw in the pro light,
yeah. I think we're at 18.
18 total.
Yeah, if we try to squeeze that in one day, like we did at round. What was that? Round 2
Yeah.
Yes.
or round 1? I
Round
think
one.
Round 1. Round 2.
Sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
In Wheatland, Missouri, I know that round 2 for the side-by-sides, that was a long
We
day.
got to break that up a little
Yeah.
bit though, which was good.
Yes.
We did some racing on Friday night actually, and then this next week it's nice and broken up. Huh? We're racing all week next week out in Visions.
Okay, so Scott and Eric going over. There's bullfighting. We got pro rodeo,
Just so you know,
pit bikes.
I'm going all out. I'm going full boat cowboy on rodeo night. I got my boots, I got my Wrangler jeans, and I got my shirt and my hat.
Well, I'm bringing my puka shells, my tank top, and my Vans.
Hey, you gotta bring that to Coconuts
Okay.
tonight. You got a little
Oh,
bit of FOMO right now too. I just saw on Facebook that they're all out there with Pastrana launching people into the middle of that pond they have out there in the back.
Yeah, if you're gonna do the whole coconuts thing, then you got to do the whole coconuts thing.
the whole coconut things. Okay,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw me. I was out there with my Hawaiian shirt on that. Was Sunday night?
there you go.
Hey,
Rocking
when
it.
we're done racing, it's time to party, right?
So let's see, production 1000 fast qualifier, Cody Hodgson with a 57.35. George Lamosa second quick in that class with a 58 flat. Dominic Benitez with 58.3, our top 3, and then we'll swing down to production turbo. That would be Jason Weller with a 55.35. Chase Hill second quick with a 56.52. And Oliver Golding in the third spot. And obviously Nolan Bishop, his best lap was a 63.43 on lap number 3 at the checkered flag. Coming up next, pro buggy qualifying. But Brian, when you come into something like this, I won't say you're a fish out of water because you're not.
No,
You know,
definitely
this is your lane.
Yep.
Call it.
Yeah.
But what is it that you're looking for? Two is the inversion. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what is it when you look at something like this? You come into something brand new, but something you're familiar with. What are you looking at? What you look for?
The main thing that I look at is what do they do different than I do? You know, what do they do that's better? What can I recommend? How can we make this all just an awesome experience? You know. So you come out here and I see, like, you know, we were just talking about how he does the watering and things like that. He does a great job out here.
Yeah. What, 25 years, I think, experience, maybe?
Just
Yeah.
ask him; he'll tell you.
Yeah.
He does a great job. So I think it's going to be a lot of me learning from him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Lee's been the man for a while, and I got to tell you, very impressed. And Scott and I both been involved with short course for a lot of years.
You want to know something interesting? Ask him about his resume.
Oh, yeah.
What kind of racing organizations he's been with throughout his career?
Pit crews on
It's-
IndyCar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tire
that's-
changer.
right.
Tire changer on IndyCar.
Yeah. Fuel guy.
I mean, there's some random pictures you might find on his Facebook page if you go way back, and it's astounding. PPI.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, and what about the Baja Championships that he's had too with Jason Baldwin over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah, accomplished racers. So that's what a lot of the, and that's one of the biggest of all of us. I'm sure you've been involved with racing, and so you got in the Outlaw Series, working that, and that's what we all share in common. All of us. Doesn't matter where in the country we live or in the world. When you're a racer and you love off-road, we can all find common ground.
Yep, we're all one big family.
Yeah, I would say a little dysfunctional, but still family.
A little dysfunctional for sure.
But it's great. But a little bit qualifying now, a little bit of track maintenance going on. Now this is where we run into where the wind's going to wick a lot of that water and moisture out of the track.
Yeah,
And
and I
then-
did see that the wind was supposed to be picking up
Yeah.
a lot tonight and most of the day tomorrow.
And then of course Calvin done a lot of our track work, and you'll hear the drivers actually thank Calvin for such a great job in track maintenance, and that's something you don't hear very often in racing.
So
Like-
is that Calvin on the blade?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
I've heard some stories
Yeah.
about Calvin already.
Yeah, he's a wild cowboy, but I'll tell you, he can sure drive a blade. That's for sure.
Hey, Dexter just chimed in again. He says he's pretty sure that Dustin Jones is still sweating.
For Patrick.
I wouldn't have doubted
I
it.
thought he was going to upchuck more than a few times right on camera. He lost control.
Yeah.
He had no control over that moment.
Well, how about next time he's got to try the Vegemite and then do a follow-up shoey with Dexter.
Well, he'll never get past it. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you could have just like dabbed your finger in the thing and
Oh,
kind of did one
oh,
of
no,
those.
it-
No, he did a
went for
two-finger
it.
and went the whole thing like it was peanut butter.
I was going to say like a Skippy.
Oh,
He went for it.
and
Oh, he
Robert
smelled
was.
it. I can-
He tried to get me to do it one time at Glen Helen. No.
I had a friend of mine when I was down there, and he's like, "Hi, Mike, it's just like a little jelly. Here, try some. It's great on bread." So I'll take your word for it.
Well, guys, we got another qualifying session coming up. Be Pro Buggy. We got 5 cars coming up. Zach Drapkin, always a front runner, and one of the more vocal guys out there. And I guess I should chime in right about now, saying that this is our first opportunity to bag on a driver who's got a very stout piece of machinery sitting in his garage right now,
Oh,
who's
no.
always chiming in online.
I say you that was part of your duties. I saw on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, you
were
saw
charged,
that, huh?
You were charged with.
Yeah, Zach messaged me and said that I have to continue on my efforts to bag on this certain driver from the Phoenix area who has a stout piece of machinery, like I said, in his garage. But all he does is rub up against it once in a while with a nice clean rag.
It has like a Big O tire or something sticker
he's
on
a-
the side.
He's a big O of something, yeah. But, yep. So anyways, that's Zach Drapkin. He's coming out in the number 1, defending class champion. Gunnar Kennedy will be coming out in the 82. Mike Scafuto in the 3. Jason Uribe in the 31. And Lorenzo Bonacci in the double 3s. Every time I see 33, I think of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, being a Milwaukee guy. Lou Alcindor, yeah. Did I just date myself? Shut up.
Yes, you did.
He definitely did.
Wow. That was before my time, even.
Oh, that just hurt.
Kareem.
He's always going to be a Laker to me.
Yeah, that's all I can ever remember.
Yeah.
Him being a
Oh!
Laker.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, I see a couple gray whiskers there,
Oh,
dude.
there's,
Come on,
there's
man.
quite a few gray whiskers.
Do I need to bring my umbrella again next week?
I hope not. I really hope not. It's gonna be hotter.
I think we probably should be able to get a 10x10 up there for you.
I don't know if we're going to be up there. I don't know. We'll
Huh?
see. We got those new press boxes up there on top of
Oh, you're going the other side.
Yeah.
So the only problem, if they did extend the track, we're not able to see down when they go down towards the pond.
I like the track the way it was.
Yeah.
From a spectator standpoint.
I think it could be a little bit longer
Yeah.
with the amount of cars that we have racing on the track. I think it probably would have been better, but yeah, for the most part, it's good. And you know, Saturday was a little bit rough, I think, for everybody. Friday, Saturday, they're getting to learn that new track out there in Oklahoma. But when we raced on Sunday, it went very well. Everybody seemed to have
Well,
picked it up.
and that was the first time that the drivers have
Right,
driven on it
right.
because it just got
anybody.
built. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Just figuring it out. Kind of like that little serpentine up inside the hill too. It's pretty cool.
All those turns a little bit off camera, too.
Yeah.
They seem to have figured it out pretty well.
Oh yeah, they found out where the apexes were real well.
Yes.
had to bring out what 4 or 5 big tractor tires to put them inside the corners.
Yeah.
They were making those inside apexes almost jumps.
Yeah, I was going to say a true short course in the short course. So it looks like
So who's running our in car?
look for pink gloves. Pink Sparko.
So if you look at the upper right-hand corner for all the fans that are watching back at home, that is the final turn coming to the green flag. In fact, yep, there's the orange cones. They are actually out on the track. 2 orange cones. Once the front row hits that first cone, they can take off anytime they like between that first and second cone. Yeah, I'm doing the red eye tomorrow night. No, the 170s. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the entry numbers. Well, past that, I think. Yeah, total. Yeah, yeah, with the 44, with all the Ultra 4s and short course. Yeah, I think we added small cars. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Green flag is out. We're headed to our Pro Buggy qualifying. Coming up next will be Pro Light.
All right. I think that's Mike Scafuto. That's what I'm going to say. He's got the peak on his car.
It's almost like they have to put a GoPro on the helmet so we can look down and watch the hands and the feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the hardest car, I think, in all of off-road,
Oh.
all of short course, because they're constantly doing something. And I've always compared it to, was it tapping your tongue? No, tapping your head and rubbing your stomach,
Yes.
and then tapping your feet at the same time.
Keeping a beat.
It's impossible.
Turning brakes, shifting, clutching.
The mud
Saw on the wheel,
muncher.
mud muncher. Yeah. Well, if you're smart, you got the one with the button. You just push.
Well, yeah, but still,
Yeah.
there's one button for the mud muncher and the
One
other
we're
button.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the turning brake. You see, okay, that was a great example. When he goes into a corner, watch that right hand. There's a turning brake in there. You can either pull on it or push on it. Depending on which tire you want to lock up. But here's the thing: you don't go into a corner and lean on it and hold it down. See, we can watch him. He taps it. Just tap, 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 tap,
Just to
all the way
get
around
to
the
rotate.
corner.
Yeah.
Just enough to, yeah, exactly. It's not you just pull on it or push on it and hold it down. Otherwise, they would just completely over-rotate. But yeah, you can start to see a little bit of it there.
I remember talking to a driver, like even Ken Stout when he was racing
Yeah.
some of the stuff. And I tried it and I said, man, it's like so complicated. He goes, oh, tell me about it. He goes, if you don't hit it though, the cars won't turn at all.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of just find that happy medium to tap in between when you rotate.
Wow, how about this for qualifying times? On the first lap, everybody is in that 57 bracket. As the white flag comes out, we're going to find out what lap number 2 says. Drapkin will have to sit on the 57.42. Gunnar Kennedy currently second with a 57. No, he's third quick with a 57.48. Lorenzo Bonacci currently the fast car with 57 flat.
Oh man, it looks like Scafuto goes around there in the number 3. Reminiscent of John Holmes ran the number 3 and former pro buggy champion at Lucas back in the day. What do you think of that. And here comes Bonacci with his one more lap to go. Stays up on top.
And he gets quicker.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
so scant by just like 2/100ths of a second, but 56.96. Bonacci getting quicker as the race goes on, as qualifying goes on. And I don't know.
Oh! Drapkin. Wow.
56.68 on his last lap currently. Fast time, but Bonacci's got one more lap.
Yeah, it looks like another problem with Scafuto as Bonacci gets by him.
But did that break up his lap time at all?
It could have.
He's got to pull out 0.3 of a second out of this lap to retake the top spot.
He is on the gas, that's for sure.
I missed the pass. Was on the inside or the outside? I'm not sure if that even makes a difference. But
Outside.
yeah, so I don't think he's going to have it on this lap. 56.96 is what he has to beat. And he won't do it. 58.28. Zach Drapkin on the final lap takes the top spot. Bonacci still will hang out. No, just like that, Jaden Uribe will take second quick.
Wow.
56.83, less than 2/10 behind Drapkin.
And I was a little shocked because I was expecting, Uribe to be, move up. He was sitting back deep. And look at him, last lap, gets that second position.
Bonacci falls back to third with a 56.96. Gunnar Kennedy, 57.25. And Scafuto with a 61 flat. So, man, very, very tight qualifying in the first three positions. And at one time, they're all in the 57-second bracket on lap 1 and 2. But the final lap, wow. So getting ready now for Pro Lights qualifying. I believe this will be a combined.
Yes. Yeah, Pro 2s, Pro Lights, and I believe the mini Open. Brian Cannon should be in that one. Brock Hamner, Thomas Madigan, Ryan Spaccarelli, and saying Kip Mickles, but I'm not seeing Kip, but hopefully I'll make a surprise visit.
So we talked earlier about mini stocks being old school, old school short course racing, basically 7S's from back in the day. Well, what we're about to see is the progression of one level from that back in the day. And Brian Cannon was basically the 4-cylinder Pro Light standardized chassis. And this truck is from that. Believe it or not, that was from pre-2005 even. So this truck, I want to say, is probably from 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
Are we talking about a truck that's a little over 20 years old?
20 years old, that's incredible.
And still running that 4-banger.
And the cool thing is Kurt Leduc helped a lot on that. And I know Kyle Leduc is also given a lot of advice on that and helped Brian out. Brian's helped Kyle quite a bit as a volunteer on his team over the years.
So we got 2 Pro 2s coming out. And one current standardized chassis Pro Light. And then that would be that would be Thomas Madigan. Thomas Madigan would be out there in the Pro Light, the 47. And then the 73 of Brian Cannon, that is old school Pro Light with the 4-cylinder standardized chassis. So kind of a mixed hodgepodge of trucks out there. Basically 2 Pro Lights, 1 V8, 1 4-cylinder. Thing is, Brian was having fun last time he was out here chasing down the V8 Pro Light.
Yes, yeah, that was actually really entertaining too. He was having a good time, and of course he did a little shakedown lap, and it got a little hairy for him there.
He was trying to put on a show before the show. I was like, Brian, reel it in, reel it in.
Well, it's his first time racing with us this season. He's been so busy with work and life.
I'm constantly teasing him because he had to freshen up that motor of his last year because he was running up and down the street in front of his house so darn much.
I know. That was hilarious.
Either he's got the coolest neighbors of any neighborhood in Southern California, or they all totally hate him.
You have to say, all right, I'll give you a ride. And here we go. We're on the clock. Here's when Ryan Spaccarelli We'll start it. The green Optima batteries flag is out.
So Mayan Spaccarelli's got a kind of a cool program going on
Yeah.
right now. We had one of his crew members, I believe it's his crew chief. Is he still in high school, I think, or just out of high school probably?
Yeah.
Young guy.
Yes.
But did a little presentation, talked about what that race team is doing this season
For the need.
for I won't say needy youth, but youth that need help.
Youth at risk.
Yeah, there you go.
Say, yeah, that's probably a good one. And, helping them get food and housing and helping kids get off the streets or keeping them from going to the streets. And that's really
Yeah,
cool.
emotional and financial support.
Yes.
So kind of a cool thing they did. So that was neat. We'll have more information on that tonight and tomorrow. But it's cool to see Mayan back on the track in that number 12. I guess you call it a Toyota.
It was a Toyota power plant for many years, TRD motor in that thing, and of course that was the Tonka Toyota. Looks like he's got Yokohama and Heatwave helping out a little bit with his program.
So Mayan's first lap was a 56.72, and he's actually being chased down by Brock Hanmer in the number 99. Precise Motorsports, and let's see, Brock Hamner is 61.74.
Now, Scott, was that Jared Brooks' old Pro 2, I believe?
In Hanmer's?
In Hanmer.
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then let's see, Madigan in a current rules Pro Light crosses line with a 62.46. Brian Cannon, second quick overall with a 59.733, and he's tracking down Madigan in the newer Pro Light with the bigger power plant.
Well, Madigan, a newer driver to the class, and it's great to see him. He gets quicker every time he comes out. Brian had several years' experience in the mini stocks, moved up to the mini open, and I know he's done a lot of work on that. Oh, man,
Nice.
talk about sending it.
Yeah, Brian Cannon, once again, off that big infield tabletop. I don't want to say he's over driving, but he's probably driving more than that truck can handle right now.
And how about Hamner right now in that ORW Prestige Motorsports truck, hangs it out, coming out off the final turn there through the fingers, across the stripe.
Spaccarelli's second lap time was a 5.699, so he'll have to stand on. He's got one more lap to go, but his current time is 5.672. Let's see, Hammer, his lap time was 5.751, so he didn't get any faster. And just like that, Cannon passes Madigan.
Madigan has the quickest time in this class, so can you see Cannon possibly, looks like he's got him.
Yeah, right now his best lap is 5.973.
Wow.
And Madigan's is 61.
Well, the white flag came out for Spaccarelli. Brock Hamner is going to go ahead and receive it this next time by.
So they're getting more than 3 laps qualifying, I take it then. So Spaccarelli, his lap time got quicker in lap number 3, just this time by 5.644. And yeah, Brian Cannon not quite quick as it was at lap 1. And let's see, Madigan's wasn't either. So they're still on it. They still got one more lap to go. So we'll see if Spaccarelli can beat 5.644.
And I'll tell you right now, watching Brian Cannon, he is on that chip. He is just literally getting that thing run at the highest R's it can. That little 4-cylinder is like a...
Whoa!
Whoa, right.
Spaccarelli gets quicker with a
Wow.
5.630. So right now, Hanmer, who's got one more turn to go, he's got one more chance, and well, let's see, just a little under a full second to make up. And he's not going to do it. He'll have to stand on the 5.7.1. Spaccarelli will quick qualifier in Pro 2 with a 5.6.30 to a 5.7.10. And Cannon will cross the line. His best lap, 5.9.73. Thomas Madigan in a Pro Light, his best lap, 6.1.03. So that'll take care of qualifying here this afternoon. And let's see, we're about ready to take a little bit of a break. We'll be coming back live at, 6 o'clock, is it?
Yes.
6
o'clock opening ceremonies.
6 o'clock opening ceremony. So we're going to step aside, give the track crew a break, get some watering on the track, get some grading done, get this track in pristine condition. Opening ceremonies at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We'll see everybody then. Deal, Will.